There is a specific frequency in the air right now, a vibration that has been intensifying as we approach the middle of February. If you have been feeling a strange heaviness in your chest, a sudden waking between 3 and 4 in the morning, or an inexplicable sense of anxiety when you think about a specific person in your life, you need to stop everything and listen closely. This is not a coincidence. You were drawn here by a force much larger than the algorithm. Today, February 13th, marks a pivotal turning point in the spiritual realm, and Archangel Michael has stepped forward with a message that is both a warning and a declaration of victory. We are dealing with a revelation that has been hidden in the shadows, a plot constructed by someone you love, someone you trust, or someone who has managed to get close enough to your heart to learn your secrets. This is not about paranoia. This is about discernment. The divine realm has witnessed a calculated act of betrayal against you, an accusation leveled in secret by a person you would never suspect. But before we go any further, I need you to take a deep breath. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. Ground yourself. The information I'm about to share is heavy, but it is the key to your liberation. You have felt it, haven't you? The subtle shifts in conversation, the way people suddenly stop talking when you enter a room, the guarded way friends or family members now speak your name. You have been sensing that the atmosphere around you has changed, but you couldn't put your finger on the source. You blamed yourself. You wondered if you were being oversensitive. You analyzed your own behavior, looking for mistakes you might have made. But let me tell you this clearly. You are not crazy. Your spirit has been picking up on a signal that your logical mind refused to accept. There is a smear campaign in motion, a deliberate attempt to frame you, not for something you did, but for who you are. This individual, this person who claims to care for you, has been driven by a deep-seated envy of your light. They did not attack your weaknesses. They targeted the very gifts God gave you. They targeted your anointing. Archangel Michael is the warrior of the angelic realm, the protector of the chosen ones. And when he steps into the narrative, it is because the battle has moved from the physical to the spiritual. He reveals that this plot is nearing its expiration date. The sword of truth is already swinging, but why is this happening now? Why in February, a month associated with love and connection? Because the greatest betrayals always come from the closest proximity. As we move through this video, I'm going to reveal exactly how this plot was constructed, the 3 signs that identify the betrayer, and most importantly, the divine strategy to reverse this curse and turn it into your greatest blessing. You cannot afford to miss a second of this, because the solution requires your active participation. There is a specific prayer of release we will do at the end that seals your vindication. Think about the last few weeks. Have you noticed a specific person asking you probing questions about your plans, your finances, or your relationship struggles, but offering very little information about themselves? This is the first stage of the extraction. They were gathering ammunition. In the psychology of envy, the perpetrator needs to find a flaw in the victim to justify their own feelings of inadequacy. When they couldn't find a flaw in your character, they decided to manufacture one. They took your vulnerability, The moments where you opened your heart and shared your fears, and they twisted those narratives to paint you as the villain in a story where you are actually the victim. It is a painful realization. We often want to believe the best in people. We want to believe that love is reciprocal. But for a chosen one, your light acts as a mirror. When people who are not right with themselves stand next to you, your brightness exposes their darkness, not because you are trying to, but simply because you exist. This triggers a reaction in them. It starts as admiration, turns into competition, and eventually festers into malice. Before I reveal the second sign that exposes this person, I want you to understand the spiritual mechanics of what is happening. This is not just human drama. This is spiritual warfare. The enemy uses people as portals. When someone allows jealousy to take root in their heart, they become a vessel for negativity. They become an agent of chaos in your life. The uneasiness you have been feeling is your intuition, your Holy Spirit alarm system, warning you that there is a breach in your perimeter. You might have brushed it off as stress or fatigue, but your soul knew better. If you have felt this unexplained anxiety, I want you to like this video right now. Let that be a signal to the universe that you are awake, that you are listening, and that you are ready to receive the truth. By engaging, you are telling your spiritual team that you are open to the revelation. Now let's talk about the accusation. What are they saying about you? The specific nature of this plot is designed to attack your integrity. They are whispering that you are unstable, that you are manipulative, or that you are the one who is untrustworthy. This is a classic projection technique known in psychology as DAVO: deny, attack, and reverse, victim and offender. They have done something to wrong you, perhaps something you aren't even fully aware of yet, and to cover their tracks, they have preemptively accused you of the very thing they are guilty of. It is a smokescreen. They are creating a cloud of confusion so that when the truth finally comes out, people won't know who to believe. But here is where they miscalculated. They forgot who walks with you. They forgot that you are covered by a divine covenant. Archangel Michael is showing me that this person has been planting seeds of doubt in the minds of your mutual connections. They haven't been loud about it. It's been subtle. A raised eyebrow here, a concerned sigh there, "I'm worried about them," whispered in confidence. They frame their malice as concern. This is the most dangerous form of betrayal because it disguises itself as love. They say, "I love them, but..." and then they insert the poison. This is why you have felt people pulling away. This is why opportunities you were sure of suddenly evaporated. The energy around your name was being tainted. But I have good news. The lifespan of a lie is limited. The truth is eternal. The moment a lie is spoken, it begins to decay. The moment the truth is spoken, it begins to grow. We are currently at the tipping point where their narrative is beginning to crumble. There is a scientific principle called resonance. Truth has a high resonance. It vibrates at a frequency of clarity and peace. Deception has a low resonance. It vibrates at a frequency of chaos and heaviness. For a while, they manage to lower the vibration around you, but they cannot sustain it because it requires an immense amount of energy to keep a lie alive. They are becoming exhausted. You may have noticed this person looking tired, stressed, or irritable lately. That is the weight of their own deception crushing them. They are fighting a battle against the divine, and that is a battle they cannot win. Before we get to the specific turning point that is happening today, on February 13th, I need to ask you, are you ready to let them go? This is the hardest part for many chosen ones. You have a heart of gold. You are a healer, a nurturer. You believe you can love people back into the light. But Archangel Michael is clear on this. You cannot heal someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. You cannot save someone who is plotting your downfall. you have to release the attachment. This doesn't mean you have to hate them. Hate is a heavy chain that binds you to the person you despise. Indifference is the key. You must reach a place of spiritual neutrality where you trust God's justice more than your own need for revenge. The lover's secret plot implies intimacy. This could be a romantic partner, yes, but in the spiritual sense, a lover is anyone who has had access to the intimate chambers of your soul. A best friend, a sibling, a mentor. The betrayal cuts deep because the access was granted freely. You gave them the map to your heart, and they used it to find the weak spots. But here is the secret they don't know, the cracks they created in your heart. That is how the light gets in deeper. This trial was never meant to destroy you. It was a divine setup for your purification. God allowed this to happen because there was a level of elevation coming to your life that required you to be detached from this person. If they had just drifted away, you would have chased them. You would have tried to fix it. So the universe had to allow a betrayal so sharp, so undeniable, that you would have no choice but to walk away. This pain is your permission slip to leave. I want you to type in the comments right now. I release what was never mine. Declare it. Let the algorithm of the universe see your stance. When you type it, you are signing a spiritual contract of release. You are telling Archangel Michael, I am ready for the next chapter. Clear the path. Now listen closely because the next revelation is critical. The plot is unraveling because of a mistake they made in their arrogance. They assumed you were weak. They mistook your kindness for naivety. They mistook your silence for ignorance. They didn't realize that your silence was actually a form of spiritual gathering. While they were talking, you were observing. While they were plotting, you were praying. And while you were praying, heaven was recording. Every text message, every whispered conversation, every manipulated piece of evidence, it has all been documented in the spiritual archives. And now, the floodlight is turning on. Archangel Michael is often depicted with a scale and a sword. The scale represents justice, the balancing of karma. The sword represents the cutting of cords and the revealing of truth. Today, the scales are tipping in your favor. You're about to see a boomerang effect. In the laws of physics, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. In the spiritual law, what you put out returns to you multiplied. They sent out confusion, so they are about to be confused. They sent out isolation, so they are about to find themselves alone. They tried to ruin your reputation, but in doing so, they are about to expose their own lack of character. Watch what happens in the next 48 to 72 hours. You are going to receive a piece of information, perhaps a message, a slip of the tongue, or an accidental reveal that confirms everything I am telling you. It might come from a third party who says, "Hey, I heard this strange thing," and suddenly the puzzle pieces will click into place. When this happens, do not react with anger. Do not call them up and scream. That is what they want. They want to provoke you into behaving in a way that validates their lies. If you get angry, they can say, "See, I told you they were unstable." Your power lies in your composure. Your revenge is your peace. The concept of the chosen one is not about being better than others. It is about being selected for a specific purpose. That purpose often involves breaking generational curses and establishing new timelines of abundance and truth. Because your assignment is so great, the opposition is equally great. The enemy does not waste resources on empty vessels. If you are under attack, it is confirmation of your value. This plot against you is actually a compliment from the dark side. It is an acknowledgement that you are a threat to their kingdom of lies. Let's go deeper into the solution. How do you navigate this? How do you clear your name without getting down in the mud with them? The answer lies in the frequency of authenticity. You continue to show up as yourself. You continue to do good. You continue to shine. The inconsistency between who they say you are and who you actually are will eventually become too glaring for people to ignore. People are not stupid. They have intuition too. Eventually they will start to feel the dissonance. They will look at your consistent kindness and then look at the other person's frantic attempts to smear you, and they will realize who is telling the truth. The truth doesn't need to be defended, it just needs to be unleashed. There is a warning here as well. As the truth starts to come out, this person may try to hoover you back in. In narcissistic dynamics, hoovering is when the abuser tries to suck the victim back into the relationship with false apologies, love bombing, or feigned crises. They might suddenly have a medical emergency. They might suddenly find God and claim they have changed. They might send you a nostalgic message about the good times. Do not fall for it. This is a trap. Archangel Michael stands at the gate of your new life with his sword drawn, barring their re-entry. If you invite them back in, you are asking the angel to step aside. You are reopening the door to the very energy that tried to destroy you. You must stand firm. The date, February 13th, is significant because it precedes a day of collective emotional energy. The pressure on this individual is mounting. They are feeling the loss of your supply. You were their source of energy, their validation. Without you, they are starving spiritually. This is why the attacks might intensify right before they stop completely. It is called an extinction burst. In behavioral psychology, when a behavior no longer yields a reward, the subject will ramp up the behavior one last time in a desperate attempt to get a reaction before giving up. If you see a sudden spike in drama, know that this is the death rattle of the situation. It is almost over. I want to share a technique with you called the gray rock method, but with a spiritual twist. In psychology, gray rock means becoming as uninteresting as a rock to the toxic person. You give short answers, you show no emotion, you become boring. Spiritually, I want you to become like a mirror, reflect their energy back to them without absorbing it. Visualize a shield of mirrors surrounding your aura, facing outward. Anything they send, jealousy, anger, lies, hits the mirror and bounces directly back to the sender. You remain untouched inside the circle. This is not about wishing them harm. It is about energetic boundaries. You are simply refusing to accept the delivery of their poison. As we approach the end of this transmission, we need to talk about what comes after the exposure. Vindication is sweet, but it can also be disorienting. You might grieve the person you thought they were. That is okay. Allow yourself to grieve the potential, the dream, the friendship that never really existed in the way you thought it did. But do not stay in grief. You are being promoted. The space that is being cleared in your life is being prepared for new connections that match your vibration. There are people waiting to meet you who will love you for your light, not try to dim it. There are opportunities waiting for you that required you to be free from this anchor. You are standing at the precipice of a great unveiling. The silence you maintained was not weakness, it was sacred strength. It allowed heaven to fight on your behalf. There is a biblical principle: vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. This means you don't have to get your hands dirty. The universe is a self-correcting system. The imbalance they created must be corrected. Now I want to prepare you for the prayer of release. This is a powerful activation. We are going to call upon the presence of Archangel Michael to sever the etheric cords that connect you to this plot. These cords are invisible strands of energy that transmit fear and manipulation. When we cut them, you will feel an immediate physical lightness. You might yawn, tear up, or feel a shiver. These are signs of energetic release. But before we pray, I have a challenge for you. In the days following this video, I want you to do something that scares the enemy. I want you to be joyfully visible. Post that photo, launch that project, wear that outfit, speak your truth. The greatest act of rebellion against a smear campaign is to live your life openly and happily. Show them that their weapon didn't prosper. Show them that you are still standing, still smiling, and still anointed. Let's enter into the prayer. Close your eyes if you can. Place your hand over your heart. Visualize a brilliant blue light surrounding you. This is the ray of protection and truth. Divine Creator, Archangel Michael, and the hosts of heaven, I come before you today as your child, your chosen one. I acknowledge the plot that has been formed against me, the whispers in the dark, and the betrayal of trust. I surrender this battle to you. I release the need to defend myself to those who are committed to misunderstanding me. I ask for the sword of truth to sever every ungodly tie, every cord of manipulation, and every hook of envy that has attached itself to my spirit. I command any projection, any lie, and any negative energy sent my way to be returned to its source, transmuted into wisdom for them and protection for me. I declare that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I declare that every tongue that rises against me in judgment shall be condemned by the light of truth. Expose what needs to be exposed. Reveal what has been hidden. Let the masks fall. I ask for healing for my heart, mending the wounds of betrayal. Restore my trust in my own intuition. Fill the empty spaces with your divine love. I forgive the betrayer, not for their sake, but for my freedom. I release them to their own spiritual path and their own karma. I step now into my season of vindication, promotion, and peace. I am protected, I am guided, I am loved. And so it is. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Do you feel that? That is the weight lifting. That is the atmosphere shifting. The contract is broken. You are free. The days ahead will bring clarity. You will see the narrative shift. People who were distant will circle back, confused, realizing they were misled. You can choose whether to let them back in or not, but do so from a place of power, not need. You have graduated from this lesson. Remember, being a chosen one is not an easy path, but it is a glorious one. The fires you walk through do not burn you, they refine you into gold. This betrayal was just another fire, and you have come out on the other side shining brighter than before. If this message resonated with you, if you felt the truth of it in your bones, do not leave this circle without sealing your blessing. Subscribe to the channel to stay aligned with this high-frequency community. We are a tribe of warriors and healers, and we are stronger together. Hit the like button to amplify this message so it can find other chosen ones who are currently confused and hurting. Your interaction helps the algorithm act as a lighthouse for lost souls. And finally, share this video with someone you trust or save it to a playlist so you can listen to it again when the doubts creep in. The enemy relies on your amnesia. He wants you to forget who you are. Keep this reminder close. You are watched over, you are fought for, and you have already won. The plot has failed, the lover's secret is out, and you are rising. Until next time, keep your light burning. The world needs it now more than ever. As we continue to navigate the energies of February, it is crucial to understand that the lover's secret plot is not just about a singular event. It is about a pattern of interference that has likely plagued you for years. Narcissistic individuals and energy vampires are drawn to chosen ones like moths to a flame. They sense your empathy, your boundless capacity to forgive, and they view these divine traits as vulnerabilities to be exploited. But this time, the cycle is breaking. The revelation you are receiving today is the final hammer blow to a generational chain of betrayal. You may have seen this pattern in your parents or grandparents, good people who were taken advantage of by those they loved. You are the cycle breaker. It stops with you. Let's discuss the evidence they think they have. Often in these plots, the betrayer will take a reaction you had to their abuse, perhaps a moment where you cried, yelled, or shut down, and they will present that reaction out of context as proof of your instability. This is called reactive abuse. They poke you until you explode, and then they point at the explosion and say, "Look how crazy they are." But Archangel Michael is illuminating the context. The spiritual court sees the provocation, not just the reaction. The people who matter, the people who are destined to be part of your future, will possess the discernment to see through this manipulation. Those who believe the lie are simply filtering themselves out of your life. They are not meant to go where you are going. There is also a financial aspect to this plot that we must address. Often envy is rooted in a desire for what you have, your resources, your stability, or your potential for abundance. The betrayer may have been trying to sabotage your professional reputation or your financial standing to keep you dependent on them or to bring you down to their level. Be very mindful of your finances in the coming weeks. Check your accounts, change your passwords, and be discreet about your business moves. The secret plot often involves hindering your independence. By securing your practical life, you are reinforcing your spiritual boundaries. I want you to pay attention to your dreams over the next 3 nights. When Archangel Michael works, he often communicates through the subconscious state when your ego is asleep. You might have vivid dreams of snakes, storms, or being chased, which then turn into dreams of flying, fighting back, or seeing the sunrise. These are not nightmares, they are processing dreams. Your psyche is flushing out the toxic programming. If you dream of the person who betrayed you, pay attention to what they are doing in the dream. Are they handing you a gift? Be careful. It symbolizes a Trojan horse. Are they walking away? It symbolizes your liberation. Keep a journal by your bed. These messages are direct downloads from the divine. Furthermore, let's talk about the physical symptoms of this release. You might experience what is known as ascension flu. As this toxic cord is cut, your body might detox. You might feel a sudden need to drink more water, a desire to eat lighter foods, or a need for extra sleep. Honor your body. It has been holding the stress of this betrayal in your cells. The issues in your tissues are being released. Do not force yourself to push through. Rest is a weapon. When you rest, you repair. When you repair, you become formidable. The concept of the lover in this context also extends to your passion, your creative work. Sometimes the enemy uses a person to attack your love for your calling. They might have made subtle digs at your career, your art, or your ministry, making you doubt your talent. Are you sure you can make money doing that? Maybe you should be more realistic. These wet blankets were designed to smother your fire. Reclaiming your passion is part of the vindication. Create something this week. Write, paint, build, sing. Do it specifically because they said you couldn't. Let your success be the noise that drowns out their whispers. There is a powerful ancient proverb that says, if you sit by the river long enough, you will see the body of your enemy float by. This is not about wishing for death. It is a metaphor for the inevitability of karma. You do not need to push them into the river. You do not need to drown them. You just need to sit still and wait. The current of the universe handles the rest. Your job is to tend to your garden, to water your own soul, and to keep your eyes fixed on the horizon, not on the drama behind you. Archangel Michael's presence is particularly strong in the throat chakra right now. The throat chakra is the center of truth and expression. If you have felt a lump in your throat, a hoarseness, or a difficulty speaking up, it is because this plot was suppressing your voice. As the truth comes out, your voice will return with new power. You will find yourself speaking with more authority. You will stop apologizing for taking up space. You will say no without guilt. This is the warrior energy integrating into your personality. You are becoming a dangerous person to the darkness. Dangerous because you are no longer afraid of it. I want to address the single people watching this. If this betrayal was romantic, do not let it close your heart to future love. That is the ultimate goal of the enemy, to make you bitter, to make you believe that all men or all women are the same. They are not. There is a divine counterpart exists who is looking for you, who will protect your heart, not plot against it. This clearing is making room for them. You had to learn what love was not, so you could recognize what love is. Do not build a wall, build a filter. A wall keeps everything out. A filter lets the good in and keeps the bad out. Your intuition is that filter. Trust it. For those of you in marriages or long-term partnerships where this resonates, this is a call to deep discernment. Sometimes the plot is subconscious. Your partner may not even realize they are sabotaging you out of their own unhealed trauma. This message might be the catalyst for a difficult but necessary conversation. Truth can heal a relationship if both parties are willing to do the work. But if the malice is conscious and calculated, then Michael's sword is a separating sword. You must prioritize your spiritual survival. As we wrap up this extended transmission, I want to leave you with a sense of anticipation. February 13th is the turning point, but the rest of the month is the harvest. You are going to see sudden lies, sudden breakthroughs, sudden phone calls, sudden checks in the mail. The energy that was being siphoned off by the betrayer is now flowing back to you. It's like a dam breaking. The resources that were held back are rushing in. Be ready to receive. Do not block your own blessings with feelings of unworthiness. You deserve this. You paid the price for it with your tears and your endurance. Look at the time. Look at the date. Remember this moment. Mark it in your calendar. The day I took my power back. The day the plot failed. We are building a community of survivors who are thriving. I read every comment. I see your stories. When you share your testimony in the comments, you are not just venting, you are prophesying. You are right. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.